I'm Mark, and this is The Country Life with Columbus Mark, where I try to bring you a lighthearted look at life in the country. Today you're going to meet an amazing man, BJ Precourt. He's 90 years old, and late in life, he decided to take up woodworking. He is a folk art carver. And just wait to see what an inspiration he is. Okay. So I have BJ Precourt here, who is an artist, a craftsperson. BJ, thanks for letting me come out here today. And you told me something astounding when I first walked in, and that was your age. Are you willing to share that with the viewers?
Sure, why not?
You are? How old?
I'm 90 years old.
90 years old. That is impressive because when I walked in, you thought I was your age.
Yeah.
I look your age, I can tell you, and I feel older than you. But you look amazing. Okay.
Thank you.
And you have been here in Polk County for about 37 or 8 years, about the same time as me. But you had a different career, which was working with glass. And when you retired and you moved here, you decided to take up a new hobby, I take it.
Yes, yeah.
Tell us about
That's
your
exactly
hobby.
what it was. It was, I didn't want to just sit around and get old, you know. So I figured, let's try something new, something exciting, and it turned out good. For one thing, the whole thing is that being retired at 50, at age 50, you had to be very careful money-wise, okay? And so one of the features of it was that very possibly I might be able to sell some of this, you know. So I started to traipse through the woods and pick up sticks, long sticks. And I started off making walking sticks, like canes, and putting horses' heads on them and dog heads and eagles and so forth, and then carving other things down through the cane. And then I started going out in a truck and going in back of factories and stuff and finding out stuff that was thrown away was unbelievable. And I picked up all kinds of wood pieces and so forth, so I used those. So to this day, and here we are, we're out here now and we're carving all these years, and I haven't bought any wood.
So
all this wood that you see here, all inside, and you'll see in the showroom, this is all found right here in the woods or in back of factories and so forth. I'll explain a little bit more of that later. But that gave me the possibility of selling the woodwork easy, because I was selling it very inexpensively, because it wasn't costing me anything to do it, and I was having fun doing it, and so it turned out really good.
So as a wood carver, which is what your skill is, your
that's
craft,
a wood carver.
you taught yourself?
Yes.
Right here when you moved here?
Yeah, right here. Yeah, I did one or two little pieces before I came down here on a Christmas thing for the family, and then I let it go for 25 years, and and then came down here and decided, well, that's something I did, and I like doing it, so I'll try it out. And a little bit at a time, I got tools, and I got this, and I got that, and I learned as I went along. And I am surprised to see some of the pieces that I did so many years ago, actually how good they actually turned out. And I was amazed, and I still am, I still am.
Well, I mean, you've got the skill, you've got the talent. I mean, everybody else should be amazed, and we'll see some pictures of that during this video, etc. You ever heard of Grandma Moses?
Sure enough.
Okay, so she didn't start painting until she was like 78 years old, I think.
Right.
And so here you are, started even about that same time.
Yeah.
And she actually became something I read about, made Woman of the Year when she was 88. So you know what? You might be, if Time Magazine is still their Man of the Year at age 90. You should be.
If I have one desire left that I want to do, and I've done everything I want to do, and if I go to bed tonight and I don't wake up tomorrow, it's okay. I'm not going to be afraid of it or anything else, because it's been a very fruitful life. But there is one thing more than anything else in the world, and what you just said, I would love if I was featured in some place where it was more or less not Polk County. I love Polk County, but more or less like nationwide.
Well, if we're
And
lucky.
to be recognized, in other words, as a wood carver. And I am, to clarify that a bit, I am a folk art wood carver. I have not been trained, and so I don't do very fancy, delicate work and everything. A lot of my stuff is whimsical, and some of it is even a little brutal in the way it's carved, and so because I don't have the talent, in other words, to do better.
Well, I beg to differ because I've seen your work. So hopefully, if people who watch this video will share it, which is a hint, with everybody that they know, you'll get some national exposure. So you deserve that.
Well, I like that more now than any other time in my life because of COVID. COVID shut me down. There was no traffic on the road. I sat on the porch and had lunch the other day, and I counted 22 cars that passed, one after another, and then silence for a while, then a truck, and then, and when COVID was here, I'll tell you the honest truth, all the time that I sat here and there, and I do a lot of carving sitting right here on the porch and everything, there were times that you could not see 20 cars in an entire day. And so it really shut me down.
Of course, we ought to say,
and it made me wish more that I was out there,
right,
and recognized,
Well, maybe, I mean, there might be some store that sees this that wants to take your stuff in.
Yeah, I have. I'm working with a couple of galleries actually
Oh,
at this point, and they come here. I don't go out, and I used to go out and I used to tour around, and I would show the samples of the work and sell it, to the gallery. I don't do that anymore.
Well, at age 90, you need to slow down a little bit, though it appears you don't slow down. You're a busy person.
Yes. Well, that definitely is part of it. That definitely is part of it. But I don't like the idea of parking so far away from the gallery, and then you have to take two pieces in. You have to lock the car. You come back, you get two, and back and forth, and then maybe they buy two pieces, but you already have 10 trips back and forth. I want to spend my time here now.
So, do you welcome people to come stop?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
You do have a sign by the road.
The sign is lit right now.
Should they call you ahead of time, or are you happy to
Some
have them show
people
up
do.
Monday
Some people just drop in.
So, how many hours a day do you spend in your shop?
About 5.
About 5 hours a day.
2 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. And there are days I don't get that because I get lucky enough to be asked out for lunch.
Well, that's good. I'll have to take you out to lunch.
Yes. So that's nice,
Yes.
Yeah. What I realized because of COVID, I went down too. I was much more active before COVID. COVID put me down. I wound up, I think I did have COVID. I wasn't sure, but I didn't go to the doctor or anything. And it lasted for, I would say, probably about a week to 10 days. And then I got over that and everything. And then I got shingles, and that put me down.
Wow.
Yeah, that put me down. And and I got that 4 days before Christmas, and we're having 7 people here for Christmas. And I say we. I still speak of my wife. My wife passed away 6 years ago.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And but we're still together.
I understand that completely.
Yeah.
You've got to be an inspiration to anybody that comes here. One, the fact that you're 90 years old and still working. Yeah. 2, you're 90 years old, but you look like you could be 65 years old, I'm telling you, or younger. I'm telling you, it's just, you're amazing.
Yeah,
you're going to be an inspiration to me.
That sounds good to me. Makes me feel good.
Well, and you have this great attitude, too, because we hope you'll be around for 20 more years. But as you said, if you were to go, you've had a great life.
No, I've had a fantastic, great life. We were married 61 years.
Wow.
We started going together in the 7th grade.
Wow.
So if you add those years from that and the high school, and then Julie went to college to be a teacher, and so all together we were really 70 years we were together, and it does not get easy at all.
I bet.
No, it does not. And there's a sadness that's back there. I kind of keep it back there way because I devised a way I can use this phone here, and I can call my own number, and I could hang it up quick, right? While I press a button, you know, and I could call Julie, and Julie would be in quilting, and she took up quilting. I took up carving. She became a master quilter. She won all kinds of awards and everything, and I would just call her up and say, I have a piece. Are you busy? Can I run over and I'll show you right through the window. I won't even come in and bother you. No, come in. Okay, so I run over and I said, oh, well, while I'm here, I wanted to say, how about lunch? Would you like lunch? Well, she says, we eat lunch every day. I know, but I said, I think it would be nice to go out for lunch. Right?
So did you get out for lunch?
And she has the quilt all over her, right? And she throws it off like this, and she's all dressed.
She's ready.
She's ready.
She was ready. She knew you were coming.
Yeah. And I would say, the last 5 or 6 years, we went out 5 days a week for lunch.
Good for you.
Yeah, I could make enough money, you know, in between and everything. And so, like I say, I've had just an unbelievable life.
You have. So you are, as I said, an inspiration. Do you have any advice for people today to make it like you've made it with this great attitude? What would you tell folks?
Well, one thing would be to do what you want to do when it's time to do it. And that the clue is when it's time to do it. You may want to go to Kentucky, okay? And you've been dreaming of it for a long time. And if you do, you're going to be a better person for it. But not now. Not now. Because you're not ready for it right now, because Julie's got a quilt project, I've got another project I'm winding up in, you know, and so forth and everything. Let's plan ahead, and the trip's going to be better. And we'll do it for maybe 4 or 5 weeks from now. And that's one of the things. Don't hesitate, you know, to do it. Don't do it on the spur of the moment as such, but do it. And Perfect. You'll be a better person for it. You'll be better to the people around you, because you'll be more relaxed, and you know, you did your thing, and boy, oh boy, now I'll have to come back and go to work, you know, and do this. So it makes you feel good.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm a better person for this interview. Thank you so much,
okay,
BJ. Seriously,
well,
I have a new outlook on life.
Yeah, I hope so.
Today.
I hope we all do. I'm not here to profess all these things and everything, but always, no matter what, always tell the truth. The truth is what sets you free. It gives you everything that you have. The truth gives you. Once you start on that slippery slope, lying about this or hesitating about that because I can tell a story about that and I can pass this over, you know. So I have, and it has hurt. It has hurt a lot of different times. It has hurt because I did have to say and tell the truth in my own children, you know, and I had to tell the truth and all. And so I have now 2 beautiful grandboys down in Florida, 41 and 38, and they're married up. And the one boy has 2 children, got my great-grandchildren, and my daughter is up in Connecticut, married to the ex-doctor, and they have a grandbaby, which is another great-grandchild for me. Wow. And then she has another boy, too, who's doing very well. And also, and all of this, and I've always said that to them, keep on going, keep on working hard. Don't ever stop working. Work hard. Maybe you can't do that job anymore because you're too old or whatever. So do it a different way. Do it a different way, and next thing you know, you'll get that done. But don't go in and sit on the couch.
I love that.
No sitting on the couch.
No sitting on the couch for BJ, I can tell you that.
No sitting on the couch. Well, we do. We have a little cocktail. We still have a cocktail, and we have to watch the news, you know. And then later in the evening, I watch some TV, you know. So it works well.
Sounds like a good life.
It is the best that anyone could have.
Thank you, BJ.
You're so welcome.
I've enjoyed this.
I have to.
Viewers,
as you can see, I talk a lot.
And so do I.
Yeah.
Let's hope the viewers will make this go
viral.
Yeah,
they can make a decision, say, I don't want my ear bent. I'm not going out there.
Thank you, BJ.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and most of all, please share. Let's give BJ some recognition. And welcome to my neighborhood, wherever that might be.